Paul McDonald back with you here. We are at halftime on the Highliner Activity Network, our first sporting event of the 2024-2025 school year. The Highliners taking on the Central Cass Junior Varsity. 24-0 is your score. Advantage to Central Cass. Jackson Deutsch had a couple of touchdown passes in that first half. The first one was a 5-yarder, Jarrus Stahl. And the conversion run in by Jackson Hogman at 8-0. And then on a play in the ensuing drive for Valley City with 7:24 to go in the second quarter, Zane Blixt came up with a big defensive play, and he hit Hudson Crewell just as Hudson's arm was going forward. The ball was intercepted by Carver Kasowski. He took it 35 yards for the touchdown. Al got the 2-point conversion and made it 16-0. And then Deutsch in the final play of the first half, a 26-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Hagnes. And then Deutsch ran in the 2-point conversion himself. 24-0 is your score here at the half. And for Central Cass, they are doing it pretty much all through the air here in this first half, as they have 137 yards passing in the first half, as Deutsch 11 of 14 for 137 and a couple of touchdowns. And they only have about 8 yards on the ground for Valley City in that first half. 64 yards rushing, all by Corbin Powell. Also, they had 54 as a team, 64 by Powell. And Krewald minus 10. And Hudson also with a couple of interceptions, and he was 5 of 7 passing for 36 yards in that first half. So getting ready to start the second half. Central Cass will get the ball first. Pablo Acosta approaches, and the left-footed kicker, high kick, short kick. And it's taken at the 36-yard line, return far side, Hagnes. And Hagnes will not get anywhere. He'll be brought down for virtually no return at the 36-yard line. So the Squirrels will start first and 10 at their own 36. As we start things here in the third quarter, 9:55 to go. And this junior varsity matchup, 24-0, Squirrels with the lead. The Highliner varsity, they will start this weekend on the road at Lisbon in their first game of the year. And then they will return home next week for the home opener. From the 36, Deutsch swings it out near side, Blix across the 35, out to the 40-yard line, spun down to the 41. Looked like it could have been a busted play, but Geisler on the tackle out to the 41-yard line, pickup of 5 yards for Zane Blixt. And I'll bring up second down and 5 from the 41. Here's Deutsch. Blix grab from behind, and he is going to be brought down eventually. He stays on his feet, but he is going to be brought down. And that is Alex Russell coming up with a big defensive play, loss of a yard. So Russell with the big defensive play on Blixt on the carry, brings up a second down from the 40, or third down, and 6 from the 40-yard line. Other activities for the Highliners this week. Tennis, they'll be in action tomorrow, and there's a flag, whistle, movement on the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a false start against the Squirrels. That's their 4th penalty for 25 yards. Tennis is at Fargo Davies on Tuesday. Girls golf, they're at Fargo at El Zagel on Wednesday. And tennis, they will be at Fargo Shanley on Thursday. Cross country will be in Wahpeton for their opening meet. There's a deep pass, Deutsch far side, incomplete. Overshot Carter Nelson. And I'll bring up a third down for Central Cass. From the 35-yard line. And they need to get to the 46. So fourth down and 11 from the 35. They'll send Deutsch back in punt formation. From the 35. High snap. He comes down with it. Now he wants to run with it. He's being chased. Being chased by Russell, and he's going to be hit. Brought down to the 40-yard line. Alex Russell there along with Zach Eisler on the help. It's only a 5-yard pickup, and that's going to turn the ball over on downs. And Valley City will get good field position here in their first crack at the Central Cass defense here in the third quarter with 8:15 remaining. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Squirrel 40-yard line. It was a high snap, but I think Deutsch probably was going to do something with it other than punt it. Yeah, but with the high snap, decided to run. Eisler is going to go out wide to the right. In the slot is Leighton Hendrickson. Parker Rolsema here to the near side. Powell the lone setback from the 40. Krewald looking to throw, under pressure, throws far side, and incomplete. Boy, that could have been intercepted. He was looking for Hunter Undum on that far side. And underthrew it just a smidge, but got lucky that the ball was not intercepted at the 40-yard line. I think that was Ryan Osmondstad that was there defensively for the Squirrels. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 40. Corbin Powell again, 11 carries, 64 yards in that first half. He's the lone setback. Korea one under center, 2nd and 10 from the 40 in Squirrel territory. He'll give to Powell up the middle. And Corbin will get to the 36. He'll pick up 4. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 36-yard line for the Highliners. 7:28 to go, 3rd quarter. Valley City trailing 24-0. From the 36-yard line. Greenwald will bring him out. He'll send Rolsama a little wide to the right. Here to the near side is Geisler. Offset eye, Hendrickson lines up at the fullback with Powell behind him. Greenwald under center from the 36, 3rd down play. Greenwald back to throw. Now he'll dump it out wide open. Completion, Powell to the 35, Corbin to the 30, and Powell is going to have first down yardage, and Morsey tippy-toes out of bounds on the far side. And I can say he stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 11, and enough for a Highliner first down. As he had some wide open spaces and was able to get it to the 25. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Highliners at the 25-yard line. 6:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Receivers wide, both sides of the field. Greenwald to Powell. To the 25, to the corner, to the 20, to the 15, at the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Corbin Powell cut the corner and ran by the defense and takes it in for the touchdown from 21 yards away. And Valley City is now on the board 24-6 with the conversion pending. It'll be a run of 21 yards for Powell. Receivers wide, both sides of the field. Now Greenwald under center for the conversion. On the handoff to Corbin, up the middle. He is stacked up, and that is going to drop and no on the conversion. With 6 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Your score now reads Central Cass 24, Valley City 6. This is Highliner Junior Varsity Football, live from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. That was a 4-play drive for Valley City. 40 yards on the drive. And took a minute 41 off the clock. So it'll be first in the 24-6 now your score as Pablo Acosta, who kicked off left-footed last time, is going to do it right-footed this time. Line drive kick, grabbed at the 30-yard line to the 35, up the middle 40. across the 45 and out to the 47-yard line. So a line drive kick grabbed and returned by Jackson Haug out to the 47-yard line. So the Squirrels will start then, first down and 10 at their own 47-yard line. And working on the far hash. Again, unofficially in that first half, 12 of 15 for 137 yards passing by Jackson Deutsch from the 47. There's a flag on the play, and this play is stopped up too on a big defensive stop there. Good surge by Valley City. Blix got nowhere. And so the flag here on the near side. So hold everything. They have the ball marked back at the 43-yard line. Would have been a loss of 4 yards. But the officials with the penalty. And this is going to be a false start against Central Cass. So erase the loss and back them up 5 yards, because this would back. They'd only lose 1 yard if they take the penalty. So I think they are going to decline the penalty, take the 4-yard loss on the play and the down. So it'll be second down and 14 from the 43. So second down play coming up here for the Squirrels. Pass here near side, incomplete. Blixt had to get rid of it quickly. Powell was in his face and threw it a little bit too high for Jacob Erbach. It's unofficially only the 4th incompletion in 16 pass attempts for Deutsch. A lot of his passes have been those little short dump-offs, little bubble screens. Third down play coming up here for Valley City. 3rd and 14 from the 43. Back to pass is Deutsch. Sets up near side, and nice catch by Stahl, but then he is wrapped up immediately and brought down. Hunter Undum there defensively for the Highliners. Helped out by Jackson Thornton, and last to get off the pile, Kenneth Mitchell. Back to the original line of scrimmage, out to the 47-yard line. That is the 5th catch for 60 yards for Stahl. So it'll bring up 4th down here for Central Cass. Deutsch back to pass. Sets up, throwing deep, far side, incomplete. Overshot his intended receiver. And Carter Nelson. And so the ball will go over on downs to the Highliners. So for the second possession here in the third quarter, they'll get good starting field position. 1st and 10 at the Squirrels' 47-yard line. With 5:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Squirrels leading us 24-6. Junior varsity football here for the Highliners and Squirrels, live on the Highliner Activity Network. The first of a plethora of activities that can be watched live on YouTube and the Highliner Activity Network throughout the 2024-2025 school year. Beginning our 4th year at the Highliner Activity Network. From the 47-yard line. A little flinch on the near side, no call. Here's Powell again. He and Krewall bump, but hand off to Powell. 40, 35. Corbin Powell inside the 35, and he is going to be down to about the 34-yard line. Again, he and Hudson Krewall bumped on the exchange, but Powell was able to take the ball and find some running room to the right side. Takes it down to the 34, picks up 13 yards. Unofficially now 102 yards on 15 carries for Corbin Powell. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the Squirrel 34. Clock on the move here, 4:45 remaining, third quarter. It'll be a big drive here. If the Highliners can pop one in, get within 2 scores. Still here in the third quarter. From the 34. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Grewald under center, turns to Powell, up the middle. Stopped to the line of scrimmage. Bounces it to the outside. Cuts back to the middle at the 30. Powell still on his feet to the 25, to the 20. He's at the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Highliners, Corbin Powell. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage, came here to the near side, saw nothing there, went back against the grain to the middle of the field, bounced off a few tacklers, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. And the Highliners are within 24-12 with the conversion pending. So a nice drive there for Valley City. .34 yards on the touchdown for Powell, gives him 136 on 16 carries. So a two-play drive, 47 yards, and 1:04 off the clock for the Highliners. Now the conversion. Powell's second touchdown of the game. Grewald on the conversion attempt under center. Pitches it to Powell to the outside, cuts back in, and he will get the two-point conversion. So we come back up the field with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. And your score now reads Central Cass 24, Valley City 14. This is Highliner football, live on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, again, the Highliners defense comes up with a stop on downs. And then the offense goes two plays, 47 yards, takes a minute 4 off the clock. A 13 and 34-yard runs by Corbin Powell. And then Powell took in the two-point conversion here on the last one. So 24-14 is your score. Pablo Acosta, who alternates kicking legs, now will kick with the left foot. He'll approach, and the wobbler taken back from the 29-yard line. Straight up the middle, Haug has got some running room, and he's off to the races, and he's going to be gone. All the way is Jackson Haug from 71 yards on the kickoff. And just like that, Central Cass back out in front 30-14. With 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the quarter. Haug has a couple of conversions. Now has a 71-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And now the conversion pending here for Central Cass. And we have an injured Highliner back at the 35-yard line. And this is cramping season, of course. But this doesn't look like it's a Charlie horse as they work on the injured Highliner. We'll step aside. 3:56 left to go here in the third quarter. 30-14, advantage Central Cass with a two-point conversion coming up. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. Kenneth Mitchell, the injured Highliner, comes off, being helped off by Aaron Heck and Tabitha Muncie, our trainer. And not putting any weight on that left foot. Conversion back the other way. Looking to throw is Amundstad as he steps into quarterback, and he'll get the conversion on the completion to Blaze Cotton. So with 3:56 left to go here in this third quarter, your score now reads Valley City trailing Central Cass 32-14. We're back with a kickoff. This is Highliner football, live on the Highliner Activity Network. So the Squirrels now have an intercept return for a touchdown and a kickoff return for a touchdown. They lead at 32-14. And here's a high, deep end-over-end kick, and that's going to get past. Deep is Thornton. He'll grab it at the 5-yard line. Jackson Thornton to the 10, and he is corralled at about the 11. That was a great kick that went right through his hands and all the way back to around the 5. So the Highliner offense back out 1st and 10 with 3:45 to go here in quarter number 3, trailing 32-14. And they'll start the drive 1st and 10 at their own 11. Powell, 136 yards rushing. He is the lone setback. Grewald under center. Receivers wide to both sides of the field from the 11. Hudson back to pass. Sets up, goes far side, complete to the 10, to the 15. Powell across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 yards as Grewald had to check down. It looked like he was possibly going here near side to Brody Wendell. But then had to go with the screen to the far side. Still picked up 10 yards. That'll bring up a, well, actually we're going to say not quite 10. We're going to give him 8 yards on the completion. From the 20-yard line now. 2nd and short. And the handoff, Powell. And he's going to be wrapped up and thrown down, but I think he's going to have enough for that first down. On the tackle, Hunter Domir. It is enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Highliners, out to their own 23-yard line. 2:25 to go here in the third quarter. Squirrels leading it 32-14. First game of the year for Highliner Junior Varsity. And, of course, Labor Day will take away one of their Mondays in their next time around. And we'll take a look at the next game coming up here for the JV before we wrap things up here this afternoon or this evening. From the 23, Grewald back to pass. Looking, throwing near side, incomplete. Ball was tipped as thrown. And it'll be an incompleted pass. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 23. Highliners working from right to left here. The Monday after Labor Day, Monday, September 9th, that'll be the next game for the Highliner Junior Varsity. They'll be on the road at Kindred. From the 23-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Grewald to Powell. Up the middle, 25. Corbin to the 30. Here to the near side, 35, 40. He's to the 50. Corbin Powell switches hands to the 40, 45, 30. Takes a swat at one of the Squirrel defenders, and that's Zane Blix took exception to it and throws him down. But Corbin Powell with a run down to the 22-yard line. That is a 55-yard rumble for Corbin Powell. He now has 18 carries for 193. And he has set up the Highliners 1st and 10 at the Squirrel 22-yard line with 1:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. So Powell's going to take a breather. He's going to come out. Ty Cordy, stepbrother, will step in for him. From the 32. Or 22, pardon me. From the 22-yard line, Ty's number is 32. He is the lone setback. Grewald receivers wide, both sides of the field. Leighton Hendrickson is that tight fullback, if you will, right behind the guard. From the 22. And the play action, rolling out. Grewald throws it far side, complete. That Hendrickson to the 15. Nice move to the 10. Leighton to the 5. Still on his feet down to the 1-yard line. 21-yard completion. Leighton Hendrickson from Hudson Grewald. That's the 2nd catch of the game for Hendrickson, is 37 yards on 2 catches. But it is enough for a Highliner 1st down. Yard line, and that may be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 13 seconds to go as the clock ticks down. They'll come up to the line of scrimmage. Not a sense of urgency right now for the Highliners. 3, 2, 1. And they do not get it off, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. So we head to the final 10 here in Valley City at Hannah Field. This junior varsity football matchup. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play at Central Cass 32, Valley City 14. Work. Touchdown. Valley City, and they travel 89 yards in those 6 plays. Pablo Costa to kick it off. And I think it's now time for the right foot. He's been alternating left foot, right foot with his kickoffs. And he'll approach. And the line drive kick. Taken on a hop from the 25-yard line. The return plays Cotton. Cotton across the 40. He'll get out to the 43 and stood up there by a host of Highliners. Leading the way was Alex Russell. Ty Cordy also there defensively for the Highliners. But the return Out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. First and 10 for the Squirrels. At their own 43 with 9 minutes and 37 seconds to go in quarter number 4. Central Cass leads 32-22. At the 43-yard line, Ryan Amundstad now in at quarterback. He'll turn, handoff, gives a Honda Parisian. He's to the outside to the 45, to the 50, Parisian to the 45 in Highlander territory. And then pushed out of bounds there. Right at the 45-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup on his first carry of the game. Parisian, the junior, from the 45. First and 10 for Central Cass. Again, Ryan Amundstad, the new quarterback, the sophomore. Handoff, and this time Parisian finds absolutely no running room. Wrapped up and brought down for loss. Ethan Hansen there on the tackle. That'll be a loss back to the 49-yard line. So a loss of 4. We'll bring up second down from the 49, second and 14 for Central Cass at the Highliner 49. Amundstad to throw. Bubble screen near side, Cotton to the 50, to the 45, corner to the 40. At the 35, cuts back to the middle inside the 30-yard line and then brought down there inside the 30-yard line. And Spencer Brown on the tackle. She made a nice stop there on the open field tackle down to the 29-yard line. 20-yard pickup on the completion to Cotton. Well, we got a penalty, so forget everything I just said. So they walk off the 5-yard infraction on Central Cass. So back to the 49 or the 44 in their own territory. So now it's second and 18. Or second and 21 from the 44-yard line. Amundstad. There's another flag in the backfield. And another good open field tackle by the Highlander defense. That was Rolsema along with Russell on the tackle. Or Wendell, 88. So we have another false start or illegal motion against Central Cass. They decline the penalty and will take the loss back to the 42-yard line. So a loss of 4 yards on the carry there. So back to the 42-yard line. They need to get to the Highliner 35. So it's third and 23. Amundstad to throw. Far side as his man, complete. And down at the 44-yard line. Lane Watterson on the completion. Or 46-yard line, pardon me. Gain of 4. So at the 46-yard line, it is fourth down and a whole bunch. Amundstad is back in punt formation. Jackson Thornton back to receive for the Highliners with 7:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders down 2 scores. Good stop here by Valley City. High kick, short kick, and it rolls inside the 30, inside the 25. Thornton falls on it at the 23-yard line. That is a 31-yard punt, no return. So with 7:07 remaining here in quarter number 4, Valley City offense back on the field at their own 23-yard line, trailing 32-22. Well, they'll move it up to the 24s. Well, we'll say the starting line of scrimmage will be first and 10 at the 24 for the Highliners. Looks like Corbin Powell will be back in there at running back after Ty Cordy had a carry for a touchdown and a conversion. So Powell back in. There's the lone setback from the 24-yard line for Valley City. First down and 10. Hudson Krewald under center. He'll pitch it. Powell here to the near side. Across the 25, running him to the 30. Flag on the play, 35, 40, 45, 50. And he is going to go, but this may come back. So Corbin Powell's going to take it to the house. 76 yards, but this is all coming back. You can tell because Aaron Heck and Troy Dietz have their hands on their knees and they're bent over at the waist. So that takes care of a 76-yard touchdown run by Corbin Powell. And we're going to come all the way back off the holding penalty or illegal block by Valley City. It'll be holding on the Highliners. So the flag is at the 30-yard line. So the walk-off will take it down to the 20. So a great run on the first play of the drive for Powell is erased. It'll be first and 10 or first and 20 for Valley City from their own 20-yard line. Trailing 32-22. We're in the fourth quarter. Junior varsity football here from Hannah Field. Cordy now the lone setback for Valley City. 6:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Krewald under center at the 20-yard line. Back to pass. Throws near side, incomplete, off the fingertips of Hunter Undum. An incompleted pass brings it second down and 20 from the 20. And again, the Highlander JV will be off for a couple of weeks. September 9th, they'll be on the road at Kindred in their next action. Their next home game will be here Monday, September 30th against Bismarck St. Mary's. Again, Valley City is now in the West region for Highlander football this year for Class A. From the 20. Fumble on the snap. Krewald picks it up, and then he is swarmed under, and he will lose a couple of yards back to the 18-yard line. It'll bring up a third down and 20, well, I can say 19-yard line, but third and 21 from the 19 for the Highliners. That's the first fumbled snap we've seen here this afternoon. Coach Troy Dietz. This is with Brandon Heck here this year. Troy, checkered career as a offensive lineman, all-conference selection at Valley City State. He is calling the offensive plays. I shouldn't say checkered because that's a bad term. From the 19, third and 21. Krewald the pass. He's under pressure, chased by some squirrels. He's going to run with it at the 20. And he'll get across the 20 and then down and around the 21, 22-yard line. A design pass, good coverage downfield. And Hudson will get out to the 22, picks up 3 yards. And it'll bring up fourth down and a whole bunch here for Valley City. 4th and 18 from the 22. Jackson Thornton coming in. He'll punt the ball away. Clock on the move here as we approach the 4-minute mark. Left to go here in quarter number 4. Central Cass leading 32-22. Have a quick recap of the scoring and a quick look at the numbers in our postgame before we wrap things up here in our premier broadcast of the 2024-2025 season here in the Highlander Activity Network. Well, Thornton in a quarterback, and they are not going punt for you. Now in punt formation. There's the snap. And a little rugby kick is grabbed from the 47-yard line. 40 here to the near side. Spin move. A nice little spin move inside the 35. And then down there That was Carter Nelson on the return. Thornton, the punter, in on the tackle, helped out by Jackson Greshik. And so the Squirrels will have it first down and 10 from the Highliner 34-yard line with 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in quarter number 4. Squirrels leading at 32-22. And they have led throughout. They have a kickoff return for a touchdown and an interception return for a touchdown. From the 34. Snap. Amundstad. Now he's going to have to run with it. Running back didn't want to run the option, so he's going to run to the 30, to the 25, to the 15, to the 10. Spins down inside the 10, and Ryan Amundstad with a nice carry there. He turned, looked like he ran and wanted to hand it off to Jacoby Anderson, and Anderson just kind of followed him and didn't take the ball. So Amundstad had to ad-lib, and he ad-libs for 26 yards down to the 8-yard line. So it'll be first and goal to goal here for the Squirrels at the Highliner 8. 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Amundstad, this time Anderson takes the handoff to the 10. And check that, that is Riley Miller on the carry. Miller, number 44. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. And to bring up second down and goal from the 8. Aiden Peterson, the center, gets over the ball. Now waiting for the rest of the offense to get to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll come up from the 8-yard line. 2:20 to go, fourth quarter. Receivers here, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Amundstad gives off to Cotton. The lone setback, wrapped up and brought down. Acosta there on the tackle for Valley City. That's going to be a loss, and a timeout going to be taken. The clock is still running, but they finally do blow the whistle. Timeout taken by Central Cass. It's a loss of 3 yards on the tackle to Cotton. And I don't know if they want to put time back on the clock or not, because I saw the official here on the near side who was waving frantically with about 2:05 to go. But the clock stops with an even 2 minutes. 32-22. Advantage to Central Cass. We're in the fourth quarter. This is Highliner football live on the Highliner Activity Network. Kenneth Mitchell, who was injured earlier in the game on that kickoff return, comes out of the locker room wearing a T-shirt, but doesn't show any noticeable limp as he's walking out, so hopefully it's a very minor injury. Here we go, third down for the Squirrels from the Highliner 11-yard line. Amundstad to throw. Cotton in and tipped and nearly intercepted. And, boy, that would have a pick 6 back the other way for Leighton Hendrickson as he knocked the ball away. So the incompleted pass brings up a fourth down. Well, now the down marker says third. There we go. Now it is fourth down from the 11. Fourth and goal from the 11-yard line for Central Cass. 3 receivers here to the near side. 1 receiver split wide to the far side of the field. And back to throw, Amundstad throwing on the slant, incomplete. He had him open, but underthrew Carver Kosowski on the slant attempt. Incompleted pass. And the ball will go over on downs to Valley City with 1:47 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Highliners will have it at their own 11-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Highliners at their own 11. trailing 32-22. In the junior varsity, off next week with the Labor Day holiday. Their next game will be coming up the 9th of September against Kindred on the road at Kindred. Next home game, September 30th, taking on Bismarck St. Mary's. From the 11-yard line, 2 receivers to the near side. 1 receiver swept wide to the far side of the field. First down and 10 from the 11. Greenwald to throw. Rolling near side. Looking, sets up, throwing deep, and nice catch across the middle at the 24-yard line. That is Parker Rosema with a nice catch at the 34. Pickup of 23 yards and enough for a Highliner first down. It'll be first and 10 from the, we'll call it the 33-yard line. Greenwald under center, back to pass. They show blitz, dumps it off here near side, complete. Across the 32 or 37, still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line. And Leighton Hendrickson, that's his 3rd catch of the game. And the Highliners will take a timeout. And they'll mark it out at the 41-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards for Leighton Hendrickson. 3 catches for 45 yards for Hendrickson today. 10 of 16 for 116 for Hudson Greenwald. As we're 1:01 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Corbin Powell unofficially today, 18 carries, 193 yards rushing, couple of touchdowns. For Central Cass, Jackson Deutsch started. He had 13 of 17 and 13 of 18 for 141 yards. From the 41-yard line, first down for Valley City, or second down for Valley City. 2nd and 2 at the 41. Greenwald has Powell, the lone setback, with the receivers on both sides. Slot, Hendrickson, along with tight end Hunter Undum. Greenwald rolls out near side, looking, sets up, throwing deep near sideline, and it is caught by Undum at the 36-yard line. Or check that, Parker Rolsema on the catch. Beautiful catch as the ball went over the hands of the up receiver and into the hands of Rolsema. Nice catch there to the 36-yard line. So with 51 seconds to go, Highliners in Central Cass territory at the 36, 23-yard completion. Now Greenwald again back to pass, gets away from the potential sack, and he throws it incomplete. Underthrew it a little bit. Hendrickson was the intended receiver. Amundstad was there defensively. It'll just go down as an incompleted pass at the 36-yard line for Valley City. 35 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. 32-22, Kindred with the advantage. And the coach, Troy Dietz, giving Greenwald the sign and talking to him on the offensive huddle. He comes up to the line of scrimmage. Here along the near side is Rolsema. Geisler split out wide to the far side. Greenwald from the 36 on 2nd down and 10. Dumps it, middle screen, complete. Undum to the 35 to the 30. And it's a Powell check that to the 20 to the 15. A middle screen there to Corbin Powell. And took off, and he'll get out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Picks up 24 yards on that middle screen. Powell with 32 yards and a couple of catches here today. So 1st and 10 for Valley City from the 12. Time for one more, possibly two more plays here with 18 seconds to go. Receivers wide, both sides of the field. Cordy, the lone setback from the 12. Grewald rolls out. And he's under pressure, and he'll just get rid of it. And it just barely got to the line of scrimmage. As that'll just go down as an incompleted pass. As he rolled and turned to his left right into a tackler and had to just dump it off. So 6 seconds to go. It is second and goal from the 12, or second down and 10 from the 12 for the Highliners. More than likely the final play of this one. Central Cass leading it 32-22. Again, we'll recap scoring. Take a look at some of the numbers here in our post game from the 12. Grewald, two receivers on both sides of the field. Powell, the lone setback. Grewald, here comes the blitz, and he'll just dump it and throw it into the end zone as they were blitzing again right up the middle. Coming up the middle there was, looked like Call. And so an incompleted pass gives them one more play with 2 seconds to go. And now a timeout going to be called by Valley City. They're going to use their last timeout. Why not? Can't take it to the next game. 2 seconds to go, 32-22. Highlanders trailing by 10. We're back with more Highliner football live from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. So a third down and 10 coming up here for Valley City. The line of scrimmage, the 12-yard line in Central Cass territory. Final play of the game, barring a defensive penalty. Greenwald has the receivers wide on both sides. Powell, the lone setback from the 12-yard line. On a third down and 10, Powell gets the pitch. Powell looks for running him to the 10. He's to the 5, puts his shoulder down, and he's in for the touchdown. So Corbin Powell will take it in from 10 yards out, or from 12 yards out. And the conversion coming up here, 32-28, but they are going to say we are done. So they need not do that. That was an 89-yard drive for Valley City. Took 1:47 off the clock. 5 plays, and Powell takes it in for the final score. It is Central Cass winning at 32-28. We're back with the post game. This is Highliner football live on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, your final score here at our junior varsity game, Valley City and Central Cass. Central Cass winning at 32-28. Taking a look at the, again, the way the scoring went, nobody scored in the first quarter. Second quarter with 8:09 to go was Jackson Deutsch on a completion to Stahl. And that was a 5-yard touchdown completion to Jairus Stahl. Howell got at the 2-point conversion. It was 8-0 Central Cass. And then on the ensuing drive for Valley City, with 7:24 to go, Zane Blixt on the blitz from the outside hit Hudson Grewald as his arm was going forward, and the ball landed right into the hands of Carver Kosowski. Took it in 35 yards for the interception return. Howell got at the extra point, and it was 16-0 with 7:24 to go. Then just before the end of the first half, Deutsch a 26-yard touchdown pass. And that one went to Hunter Hagnes. Then Deutsch ran in the 2-point conversion. It was 24-0 at the half. Then in the third quarter, Corbin Powell with a 21-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion failed. It was 24-6 with 6:24 to go in the third quarter. And then at 4:11 to go in the quarter, Powell with a 34-yard touchdown run. He would add the 2-point conversion. That would make it 24-14 in favor of Central Cass. And on the ensuing kickoff, it was Haug again this time. He would take it to the house, 71 yards. Jackson Haug on the kickoff return for the touchdown. Ryan Amundstad then hit Blaze Cotton for the 2-point conversion. And with 3:56 to go, third quarter, it was 32-14. And then in the fourth quarter, Ty Cordy with a 2-yard touchdown run. He added his own 2-point conversion. And 11 seconds into that fourth quarter was 32-22 Central Cass. And then just as the horn sounded here, Corbin Powell with a 12-yard touchdown run. They did not have the conversion. 32-28 is your final here this afternoon. Central Cass with the win. And for Corbin Powell, unofficially 19 carries, 205 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns today for Valley City. And through the air for the Highliners, 12 for 23 for Hudson Crewald, 163 yards passing here this afternoon for Hudson Crewald offensively. And on the other side for Central Cass, it was Jackson Deutsch. They hit 12 of 18 for 141 yards through the air to lead them offensively here this afternoon. Again, 32-22 is your final. Next up for the Highliner Junior Varsity, again, they will be on the road at Kindred coming up September 9th. And then their next home game for the Highliners will be back here at Hannah Field September 30th as they will take on the St. Mary's Saints. And that'll be coming up here. Bismarck St. Mary's will be here on the 30th of September. Well, we'll be off now until we get back into after the holiday and the Labor Day holiday. And we've got Highliner Varsity football September 6th as they take on Devils Lake here at Hannah Field. And that will be our next broadcast. Actually, I do believe we're going to have a junior high volleyball coming up here on Tuesday, September 3rd, as the Highliner junior high team takes on Central Cass. And we'll have that for you here on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, to find us, just go to YouTube and search Highliner Activities or Valley City Highliner Activities. And we have a list of all of our upcoming sporting events and what we will have live here on the Highliner Activity Network. This was game 1 of several activities here this season. Again, your final score, Valley City dropping it in junior varsity football to Central Cass by a final 32-30. My thanks to our camera operator today, Ray Nelson, also our technical director and producer, Brian Crewald. And as usual, you, our listeners and viewers watching us today on the Highliner TV Network, we do appreciate you joining us on this Monday. Final score, 32-30, Central Cass with the win. Until next time, Paul McDonald saying so long from Hannah.